All right, everyone. We have just concluded our regular season. It's been a crazy football season. And what we want to do today is we're going to zoom out a little bit. We're going to, we're not on the road anymore. No more tailgating for a while. It's time to check in and get well again. And we're going to have a series here called Going Local. And today we want to highlight our friends over at Renew and Restore Wellness in Blacksburg, Virginia. Our friend Lauren and Dr. Colliver over there, we've went over, had some fun, shot some great content at Renew and Restore Wellness all football season. Now we just want to learn a little bit more about the folks behind the curtain at R&R Wellness. And also, they just moved, so we have to break some announcements in regards to their moving. But Lauren is joining us from Blacksburg. Lauren, how are you this morning?
I'm good. Good. It's a beautiful day here in Blacksburg.
Love it. Fantastic. So, yeah, just want to get a little bit of an overview about the business, learn about the origin, kind of hear about some of the plans for the future, and really learn about some of the services that you guys do at R&R. So, initially, want to hear about how did Renew and Restore Wellness get started? What was the inspiration behind the foundation of the business?
So, my husband Ethan and I have been in Blacksburg now for almost 15 years. And we had a medical practice called Valley Sports and Spine Clinic for 12 of those. We just closed out this last summer. But my husband, Dr. Ethan Colliver, is a physical medicine and rehabilitation specialist, meaning he does back pain, neck pain, musculoskeletal stuff. So we had all these patients coming in, and we couldn't give them like relief right away when they came in, but we'd order MRIs and we do all the things. And we thought, people come to us in pain. How can we help them immediately? And so we came across all these great modalities that he had learned about in residency that weren't really covered in the traditional medical insurance model. And so we kind of put those all together to be a separate little business, this little medical spa we opened up a year ago. So we have whole body cryotherapy, red light therapy, compression therapy that's in your fun picture behind you. And then we also do the IV therapy and intramuscular injections, that kind of thing. So it combines his medical passion with the IVs, but also all these other ways that we can treat chronic pain, inflammation, recovery from big workouts or big night out, what have you. So we feel like we can help a whole variety of people, whether you're a college athlete or someone suffering from chronic inflammation and arthritis. We can help all of you.
Awesome. And then Dr. Colliver, he still practices as well. Is that correct?
Yeah. He's now working at the Salem Veterans Administration Hospital in Salem. So he's there during the day and he helps us out evenings and weekends here at Renew and Restore doing IVs and stuff.
So how long, I know you said a year, when specifically did you set up the business? How long were you in that space? I know this is where you can break the news about the new space, but how long have you been doing it?
We opened up Renew and Restore Wellness in August of 2022. So we owned our building over there about a half mile from our current location where we had our clinic. And so we had this other space that we just weren't using. So we renovated that and made that into Renew and Restore Wellness. We've now moved just a half block down. We're like right behind Bojangles and Cedar Point apartments. We're facing those. I know a lot of athletes live there. So we're a little more visible. We're not on the street per se, but we're a little easier to find right now. And it's a neat space. It's we've been decorating and painting, and my two employees who are Virginia Tech college students have been using all their fun, exciting Pinterest ideas to help me make this a lovely space. So it's been fun.
Shout out to Katie and Lauren. And then are the dogs making themselves at home?
Now that the paint is dry, we will bring the dogs in. We want to make sure that they wouldn't put paw prints all over the floor, but yeah, we'll bring them in here soon.
For the YouTube audience, we do have some visuals here. Max and Frodo are, there's Frodo in this picture. And then where is the Max picture? We have, there we go. Hanging out in the foreground there.
Yeah, that's Katie's dog, and all the football players love Max. They enjoy him a lot.
So with this new space, what I guess is Is it a better layout? What are the upgrades you would say, within moving right behind the
So I have
Bojangles?
2 rooms for red light. It's one big open space here, and we've kind of sectioned it off with, I can give you, there's my IV chairs behind me. And directly behind me, I have chairs for the compression therapy, like in your picture. And then I have a nice big white curtain here. And behind that lovely curtain is all my cryo, the changing rooms, the robes, the cryo chamber, etc.
Love it. So when we came in, we got to do the whole shebang. We did the cryotherapy, images to see. The cryo machine is behind us. We did the red light therapy, which I think is my favorite. You lay down and you just, you might put the goggles on, you might just close your eyes and get all the toxins out. You kind of bake there like a French fry.
Right.
And then there's also the IV therapy, which is pictured here. Caroline is getting restored and renewed with all the IV. Was this a Myers cocktail or it might have been a Myers cocktail?
Probably.
And then the compression therapy, which is also very, very popular among us, very popular among the student athletes as well. We had with our basketball content shoot in October, we had the interview with Liz Kitley during the compression therapy as well. But
yeah,
let's do a deep dive on the IV therapy because this is probably the most impactful. I don't want to say it. Is IV therapy the most impactful as far as, you go in and you choose one of the 4? Are you probably getting the most work done positively to your body?
Yeah, I mean, all the modalities are great, but the IV therapy is one of those where you kind of get immediate benefit. All these great vitamins and minerals are much more readily absorbed through IV than they are through your digestive tract. So if you're taking vitamins, your digestive tract kind of ruins a lot of those before you get the benefit. This is one of those things that in bigger cities and bigger areas, people look for this. They are used to it. We're kind of one of the first here in this area to really introduce IV therapy as a wellness option, as opposed to it's an emergent need and I need to go to the hospital to get an IV. This is something you can choose to do for your health. But we also have folks that come in with migraines and we can treat their migraines. Or if you have a hangover, we can help you. That's the quickest hangover cure. We have other people that come in for someone that has POTS comes in regularly for just a saline, just to increase her blood volume. So all kinds of things like that. We also have the glutathione and the NAD plus, and we can do high dose vitamin C or iron infusions, all kinds of stuff. So we are open and willing to add more things to our repertoire menu as requested.
I was going to say, the menu is pretty extensive right now for IV therapy. You got the Myers cocktail, you got the immunity booster, you got the hangover high roller, the hangover college special. My sister and her friends need to stop in for the college special. The migraine, as you mentioned, workout recovery, beauty mix, and then there's also some special IV options as well: high dose vitamin C, NAD plus, and glutathione. I think I said that correctly.
Yeah, and we make everything. We have all the ingredients here, and so we make each IV as people come in. They're not like shelf steady. So it's tailored to whatever specific needs each client needs.
Now, why is it called a Myers cocktail? Is that R&R branded, or is that actually like a well-known?
No, that's the thing. I mean, other hospitals call it like a banana bag. It's a yellow concoction. It has B complex, vitamin B12, vitamin C, magnesium, calcium. I think that's everything. But yeah, it typically has a yellow color because of the B vitamins. There's a Dr. Myers that came up with this years ago, and it's a common thing in hospital settings. But it's kind of general health and wellness, all your good vitamins that you need.
No, I know you mentioned kind of touched on this, but who it really is the target audience for Renew and Restore Wellness? Customers who may have inflammation, but also, I guess, when you look at Blacksburg and the New River Valley and the surrounding area, who would you say is, your main target audience?
The beauty of it is we can serve so many different niche communities. So the 60,000 people that fill the stands at Lane Stadium, they don't all have to leave Blacksburg feeling like they've been run over by a truck. We can help a solid, 20 on a Sunday, or more. We can also, with our IVs, anyone that's looking to get over a cold or a virus, our immunity boost can really help your system get over that. Or if you've been traveling a lot and you just feel run down, the beauty mix has the glutathione and biotin, which is great for hair, skin, and nails. What else? IV therapy is great for anyone 18 and over. We don't service folks under 18 for IVs, but the cryotherapy, red light compression, that would be great for high school athletes, college athletes, avid runners or bicyclists. We have a big community of outdoor enthusiasts and athletes in this area. But we've also had folks with chronic inflammation, with Lyme, with long COVID, with rheumatoid arthritis. There's a lot of different indications for people that this could be helpful. So I feel like we're not just here for the college community, but our most of our clients are folks from the general area, and we have folks come from an hour and a half, 2 hours away, which is neat.
So if you're listening to this podcast and you are prioritizing wellness, which you should be, there's a 100% chance that you are a fit for some of the services that Renew and Restore offers, especially if you live within the New River Valley or you come into town on a game day weekend, which we know far too many times, my friends and people, around my age are leaving Blacksburg feeling like they got run over. And this is a perfect remedy.
We're not all 21 years old anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
and we are open evenings and weekends. We're here for folks outside of their working hours or when they're here visiting Blacksburg. So
exactly. You could come into town and kind of get your B12 before the tailgate, or, you come in on Sunday morning and say, hey, listen, this drive, it's daunting. I need it to be less daunting, especially when, there could be some traffic up or down at Route 81. So,
we also get a lot of parents of Virginia Tech students calling saying, my kid is sick. I need them to come in to get an immunity IV. They're used to having those services in bigger cities, and they search us out and find us. So we have a fair amount of Virginia Tech students coming here at the request of their parents because they're worried parents that are further away.
It's certainly unique to have, would you say that this is kind of a first of its kind type business within the community?
Here, yes, absolutely. There's definitely bigger franchises like this popping up all over the place. iCryo, Restore Hyper Wellness, are a couple of them. They're coming up all over the country, but we're the first in this area to have these services.
So that's an accomplishment in itself, kind of being the groundbreaker in the Blacksburg NRV Southwest Virginia community. Love to know any long-term plans or goals for Renew and Restore over the next few years?
Yeah, so we just started with our membership program. So we have 3, 6, and 12-month memberships. So that is unlimited. Come and see us for cryotherapy, red light, compression, as many times as you want in a month. And we get 10% off of IVs with the membership. With that, what's really neat about the membership community is that we're seeing people over and over again and really building a community and a relationship with folks. And it feels like we're creating our own little family here of folks that appreciate these services. And we're just super excited to grow that. And if we can, ideally, we'd have, upwards of 300, 350 memberships. And once that happens, maybe then I can, take this and go to Roanoke and build something similar there, or another college town. Maybe that's the path we go and create. So yeah, we're excited about building it.
It's all about the community, and that's really how the brand can grow. And it's funny because we were introduced by a dear friend, Ann Castle, for your involvement with the Blacksburg community. But how does Renew and Restore engage with the local Blacksburg community as it is today?
I get requests weekly for, silent auctions or, being a participant and those kind of things. But we love to see all the different high school and teams, the different sports teams like the New River United soccer players. We would love to be more involved with them. And as well as there's so many small little gyms around, whether it's CrossFit or Burn Body or Fit Body Boot Camp. The more folks can take care of themselves and recover, they can go back into those to those gyms and stay active, or gymnastics or dance studios, or anything that can keep people coming back to those services. We can be an assist to help folks keep feeling good and using those other services in the area.
And especially this time of year where daylight savings or whatever, fall back, and all of a sudden, I'm plugging away on my laptop. It's 3:45 and like the sun is about to set, and I'm just like, this is awful. No one wants to go out or get active, and it's hard to stay motivated. And this is a great opportunity to stay motivated and stay in the flow. But what motivates you to keep pushing forward despite any challenges of operating a new business and being in a new space?
What motivates me? I love creating the relationships with the community, and when people come in regularly and see how our services build on each other. I tell people Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't go to the gym one day and become Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, you got to stick with it, and it has a cumulative effect. And the more we get to see people and we get to know them, they become, a bigger part of our family. And I have 4 kids. They're often working here outside of school hours. And so it's just a great way to add something to the community. I feel like everything we have is a benefit to just about everyone that we come in contact with. And we just like helping people feel good. That's the best part, is they leave here and they're like, man, I feel awesome. That to me, or folks that do cryotherapy, 2-3 times a week, and gosh, I can walk up and down the stairs. I couldn't do that. Or I can, kneel down for my yoga class and I don't have pain in my knee. That is so rewarding and so awesome. And that's really my why of like, how can we help the community feel better? And it's just really exciting to be a part of that.
Absolutely. It's impactful to know that you are legitimately changing lives and increasing the quality of life of every one of your clients. And there's nothing like seeing someone, they come in to the clinic and then they leave with a smile on their face.
Our clients are our best advertising, because they leave and they're like, I gotta tell everyone about this. This is so cool. Like I can do these things and feel so much better in my body, and I have better sleep. I have better energy. Cryotherapy and red light have been shown to help with anxiety and depression. So the folks that come in regularly for that, they're just our biggest advocates. So it's really fun to see them kind of spread the word. And we've been open for a year, but it just keeps growing, and I feel like it'll just build on itself.
Exactly. I know we'll have to come back to town soon and do some MTV cribs of the new space and get in there and do some cryo. I know that the cryo statistic, which always, I know Billy Ray loved to point out this statistic. It was how many calories are burned in like 2.5 minutes of cryo?
It's like 600 to 800 calories, because the amount of energy it takes for your body to warm back up. It's significant.
Which is the equivalent of like a 40-minute run. Is that kind of on that plane?
Sure.
Depending on who it is. Yeah, depending on the variables. But yes, one could make the argument. But Lauren, thank you so much for coming on. And it's been a pleasure to work with you guys this fall during football season. Any other plugs or announcements or shout outs you wanted to give here? We'd love to give you the spotlight.
We just would love to see more of the community, whether they're Virginia Tech college students or alumni or athletes. We really love being a part of this community, and we're here to stay. So we'd love to meet you. Come on in.
Absolutely. Come see Max and Frodo. Come see Serafina. She'll help out with the IV therapy. And
that's my daughter. She doesn't put in the IVs. She'll take your blood pressure and your blood oxygen.
Love it. Well, thank you, Lauren. And we'll chat soon. Appreciate you coming on.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great day.